guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and today I'm doing an inspired recipe, or meal I should say. It's not really an exact recipe, but I was inspired recently by Noreen's Kitchen. She recently did a cream chicken and biscuit recipe, and she made these beautiful biscuits in one video, and then she put together the cream chicken, and it just took me right back to my childhood and one of our very favorite meals to have. And my mom used to make the best chicken a la king, and she would do quite often, if she didn't top it with puff pastry or toast points, she would do a chicken and biscuit bake. So she would make her biscuits, put them on top, and bake it. And you have that chicken a la king creamy sauce and chicken inside. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So I'm gonna try to duplicate what I remember as a child and what I've made for my family. I have some leftover chicken breast. And so I just want to say thank you to Noreen for posting that video, because it really was inspirational and it looked delicious. And so if you guys don't know who that is, and I don't imagine there's more than 2 of you out there, go ahead and go over to Noreen's Kitchen and subscribe to her channel. She's great. Okay, so I had a leftover chicken breast, and this was roasted with the bone-in skin on. It stays really moist. I just took it off the bone and cut it up. That's plenty. This chicken breast can be stretched to feed 4 or 5, maybe even 6 people. I have fresh little baby carrots out of my garden. I'm gonna cut those up. I just went out and picked them. I'm so excited. And I just wash them. You don't have to peel them or anything. I'm gonna dice these up and put that in. I've got celery, 2 ribs of celery. I love celery. I've got about 1/4 of a cup of a sweet onion, or about 1/4 of a sweet onion, 1 huge clove of garlic, a sweet pepper out of my garden, and some fresh mushrooms. And we're gonna saute this all down with butter and olive oil, and then we're gonna kind of make a roux, a little bit of a roux, and we're gonna add some other things. I've got my home canned cream of chicken and mushroom soup. I've got salt, pepper for seasoning, Greek yogurt, and to make it creamy, and then I also have some chicken stock if I need to thin it out, and the proverbial pimentos. You have to have these, and that's the way my mom did it, and I just love it. So let me get these carrots all cut up, and we'll put this in the compost. Well, actually, the carrot tops, the chickens really like them. So we'll give them their tops of those and get these cut up and ready to go. We're gonna saute this off. When I get this all sauteed off, I'll bring you over to the stove where you can actually see a little bit close up what I'm doing, and it'll speed it up. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so we are ready to go ahead and get our vegetables all in here. And honestly, celery, carrots, everything can go in all at once. I'm gonna turn my burner down just a little bit. It seems a little hot. And we wanna really cook these almost all the way through. This can't be easier. You wanna get those mushrooms cooked down. You can use canned mushrooms if you like. If I didn't have fresh, that's what I'd be doing. You could use, like Noreen did, frozen vegetables. You could do that for sure. You could add that. I am going to add some frozen peas, because I don't think that chicken a la king is quite chicken a la king without frozen peas, and it just falls into that retro deliciousness. So we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to get this started, and it'll help sweat these down. Not much. You don't need a whole lot. And some pepper. Oh, I love pepper, so a little bit more pepper. Okay. And then we're gonna saute these as soon as these are all soft, translucent, excuse me. And we're ready to make our sauce to go over top of this. I will bring you back. And this probably will take 10 minutes. Or so on your stove. And while this is happening right now, I'm gonna go make my biscuits. Now that would be a separate video. If you guys really wanna see me do biscuits again, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. Be sure and check the links below because I will have a link to that All American canner, but I'll also link a Lodge cast iron pan because they're fantastic. Even cooking, they'll last you a lifetime. You'll never have to replace them as long as you take care of them. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead. We've got these veggies and all sweat down. They're nice and soft. The mushrooms are kind of caramelizing. It's just perfect. I want these, you know, to an al dente. They're gonna finish cooking in the oven, but you want them to really get caramelized. So I'm gonna put a little bit of flour in here, a couple tablespoons of flour, and we're gonna go ahead and you're just creating kind of a roux. Oh, I'm excited. I made my biscuits. Now I may not have made these biscuits for you, but I made a parsley and dill biscuit to go on top of these. So it has a little extra flavor, some dill out of the garden, some parsley, delicious. My mom used to make dill biscuits. Even in our chicken and dumplings, she would do that when we'd have dill in the garden. So perfect. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and add my cream of chicken and mushroom. Let's see if we can get a view on that. When I open it, you want to open it with your Tadler, nice seal, Tadler lid opener. And we're going to go ahead and dump that in. I've got a small spatula. I can get that all out. And this has chicken and mushrooms in it as well. And I'm going to end up bringing my chicken over now. And if I want to thin it down, I'm going to thin it with the chicken broth. But let me grab my yogurt and my chicken, and we'll get that right in there. Again, the chicken can be cold because it's going to go in the oven and heat all the way through. It's fully cooked. So you could saute off fresh chicken if you wanted to, and that certainly would work. Now we're going to go ahead and get some, to make it creamier, we're going to add about 1/8 of a cup of fat-free Greek yogurt. And get that folded in, because we want it really creamy. If I had 50/50 or heavy cream, I would be using that. But I figured with the soup that I've got and that, oh goodness. There you go. So now it's nice and thick, and probably too thick for what I want. I'm going to thin it down with a little bit of chicken stock. A little bit at a time. We'll add our peas, and that's maybe 1/4 cup of peas, and our pimentos, and I want a whole 4-ounce jar. I love pimento peppers. It's a variety of pepper that has a unique flavor you can't get from any other pepper. Now you could replace it with red peppers, but it won't have the same flavor, just the same color. Ooh, this looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna get this all incorporated, let it get happy. And I don't know that we're gonna need a whole lot of chicken stock here, maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to take you over and assemble it at the other counter because this is ready to go. Okay, so I've got my biscuit dough out here, and really I touch it as little as possible. Once I've got it incorporated, all I do is gently press this out, form it into a disc, press this out, because I don't want tough biscuits. You're always going to have one at the end that's going to be a little tougher, but I've got my baking dish here. Let's put this in the picture first, and we'll go ahead and get our chicken, creamy chicken mixture in there, and this is full and it is heavy. So we're going to get that in here into our casserole dish. And had I used a bigger cast iron, pan, I could have done it right in the cast iron. That would have been fabulous. Why didn't I think of that? Next time, I'll just get my 12-inch skillet out. And I know Heather over at Needy Homesteader has a 12-inch skillet she could probably put on there. So you just get this all smoothed out. We're gonna top this with our biscuits. And how simple is that? And napkin. And, okay, so move that over, get your biscuits back out, and I'm just gonna cut these. And I get as close to the edge as possible. You don't wanna twist. You're gonna take that biscuit, put it right on top. So we're gonna set that right there and repeat. I need at least 6, so very little waste, if any. Look at that. That is going in a 400-degree oven, and this is gonna heat through, get all bubbly, and these biscuits are gonna puff up and become golden brown, and when that all happens, we're ready to eat. All right, and I'll bring you back for a taste test and an end result. Yum! And who wouldn't want that for dinner? Come on. Okay, so as you see, how delicious does this look? It is piping hot though. I mean, you're gonna be ready for piping hot. So I think what I'm gonna do, because you kind of have to get down under, and I wanna dish up. Ooh, oh my gosh. And I'm not gonna be able to take a bite of this for quite a while. Look at that. You've got a biscuit that is flaky. Oh, I already know what I got under there. And then get some of that delicious. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the inspiration, because this is gonna be amazing. So we're gonna dish up our plate. Let this cool down from hot lava to a manageable something. Okay, so I am gonna be daring here, and I'm gonna crack open this biscuit for you. Look at that. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? Look at that. That is unbelievable. Flaky. It's actually trying to flake apart. I'm gonna try to show you here. And granted, this was one of the ones that would have been left behind, so to speak. But you get a little bit of that parsley and dill biscuit with some of that delicious chicken a la king. And a la king would be a little creamier, so this is just a take on it. We're gonna go ahead and just have an inspired recipe tonight, and I know it's gonna be great, and I am so thankful for the inspiration. So let me have a bite. Oh my gosh. These biscuits are so light and fluffy in this. Oh, it's so good. And who doesn't love this? Fall is around the corner, and I am so longing for comfort food, and this is one of them. I can tell you, this is a winner chicken biscuit dinner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is comfort food all the way. So guys, I hope that if this inspires you to go ahead and try a recipe like this, go over and watch Noreen's take on this. And as always, if you do a different spin on it, leave me a video in the About section. You know, comment with a video response or a comment. Send me over to your channel. I'd be happy to subscribe. And as always, guys, check the links below. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, because it's a lot of fun over here. Ooh, big mushrooms. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look. Unbelievable. And rude. I'm so rude. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta go. I'll see you next time.